good to introduce this here because it's going to be one of our major studies down the road later on. And here's the ancient Egyptian coffin, and actually this coffin would be placed in another coffin, a rectangular coffin, where you can see that it's cut out in the shape of the person. And then you have a mummy board that goes on the top, the lid, with the face and an idealized image of the person who was buried. You can see the artistic work that's being done. And then they embalm the body and they wrap the body. And you can see these are strips of cloth. And there's, I have another picture that shows how they interweave the cloth. I can't find it right now, which is a little better picture because it shows how it interweaves. So this is the face of the person. Down here is the rest of the body. And then they put the body inside this coffin. They put the lid on, and then they put it inside of another box. Let's see if the picture is, the other one is close by. Here, you can see from a different angle. And these pictures was taken at an exhibit in the Metropolitan Museum a few years ago when I visited. And see, one of the things we'll discuss later is the text that is written along the central axis of the body. And here you have a better view of the body. Here you have the feet. And this is a more advanced burial than what was done in the earlier period. In the earlier period, they would not wrap the body. They would hunch the body and place it into a shallow grave. And it developed into this. So let's see if I can find that other picture. It'll take just one moment. Yeah, I'll show you again. This is how it looks empty when the body's taken out. This is a female personality. You see how empty the body's not in, but you can see the bottom. And sometimes you have text on the inside. And what you're looking at on the outside is the idealized image of the person that was resting in here. It's a female personality. And what we should be doing at some point is studying the coffin board, which I actually planned on doing with for the next group of students, with you all. Because the members of the older group asked about it. And here is the depiction of inside the board. On the inside, here's one that's decorated. You see they have the goddess here. This is the goddess Imhotep. And you can see their depictions on the inside a little bit of hieroglyphs. And here's a nice one. And see how it's decorated on the inside. So when you're thinking about your own funeral and what you want, we'll discuss it in more detail so you can come up with ideas. And if you find people who are willing to do it, so forth. I don't think I have that on the picture. Here's one with a star that we're talking about a star now. And here's a star painted in black. He's the Lord of the perfect black, meaning the Lord of undifferentiated essence. You see he's holding his crook and his flail. He's standing on the symbol for Nu. He's two of his grandchildren. And so you come up with ideas and then you have it designed the way you want it. If you want to do that kind of thing. And here is we have another depiction that shows how it's in another picture, but it shows how they wrap the body with a shroud that has Asar painted on or drawn on it. This is actually wrapped on the body. So after they do the mummification and they put the wrappings and everything, the whole body is mummified. Then they put the body inside the coffin, and the tape is a piece of linen cloth with a star drawn on it, hieroglyphs, and they wrap and they drape that on top of the body. So you are a star ascending to the jet. That just so pay close attention to all of this, the sequence of the wrapping of the body, because that's going to come up more later. Attack. Oops. That's the implication. Well, obviously, it's much more to talk more about it later. See how it's drawn out like this. And it's drawn very simply, not very colorful when they shroud it over the body. I don't think that picture is here. More clicks. I'll go back to the lecture. Okay, I'll look for the other one for you, so you can see more clear how they layer and interweave the linen fabric to embalm the body. That's what's being spoken of here in a in a in a mythic way that